in. Hi, Kingdom. How is everyone doing today? Come on in. I am so excited. We have a great topic today. Today's topic is picking up the pieces after the discard. Picking up the pieces after the discard. How is everyone doing today? Come on in. Kingdom, you guys are the light, you are the energy source. And that is why the narcissist gravitates towards you. That's why the narcissists um, are attracted to you because you guys are the light. So, Kingdom, today's topic is picking up the pieces after the discard. And it could be that they've discarded you, or hopefully that you have discarded them. So, how is everyone doing today? Come on in. Guys, you guys are the light. You guys are the energy source. So, come on in, come on in, bring the light, bring in the light. Come on in, guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. And you guys, we are talking today about picking up the pieces after a discard. So, how is everyone doing today? If you guys are having a blessed and wonderful day, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. How is everyone doing today? And then we're going to get into, and I hope everyone's doing well. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is having a smile on their face. It is, and I am just so excited. I'm so happy that you guys have taken time out of your busy day to stop by. So, how is everybody doing today? What are you guys up to? How is everything? I hope you guys are doing well. So, today, let's have some conversations. Let's talk about where you are in the discard stage. Hi, Roxy. How are you today? How is everything going? Yes, 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 yes. What are you guys up to? How is everything? So tell me, what is going on as far as the discard? Where are you guys? Are you guys needing some guidance? Do you guys have questions? Do you guys um, are in a stagnant place? I am doing better. I had a long battle. I'm glad that you are doing better, Miss Roxy, and I know that that is, especially if one, if you were in a long-term relationship, two, if um, it just threw you for a loop and you didn't see it coming. You know that things weren't going well, but still you didn't see that, or the way it went down a lot of times is what is probably more the catalyst that just takes things to a different level. So tell me, how long has it been since you had your discard, and did you discard him or her, or did they discard you? So come on in, guys. We are talking today about picking up the pieces after the discard. And if you like the topic, go ahead and give a thumbs up. Let's YouTube know that you are enjoying these conversations, and so that they know that you are enjoying them. So come on in. I am not in the community with the people in the three. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Roxy, but yeah, come on in. Let's talk. Let's talk about, are you ready to discard the narcissist, or has the narcissist discarded you? So, do you guys have any questions? Any concerns? Anything that you guys want to ask or talk about? Family not wanting to follow the truth. Yeah. So, is it your family that is the issue, Roxy? Um, I'm here dealing with spiritual warfare since 2020. Yeah, I understand that. The spiritual warfare is probably, and family and close ones are it's a really hard thing. So, my advice to you would be, don't stop praying. I am alone and I am good. Yeah. I'm right with you. Yeah. I'm right with you. I'm alone as well. I have my kids, but I'm alone and I'm happier than I've been in such a long time. I can't tell you. So I know exactly how you feel. So I agree with you 100%. And there's nothing you cannot, and tell me if you agree, give me a thumbs up. You cannot put a price on peace. And when you have peace in your life, that you can come home and be at peace, I'm going to follow the law. Absolutely, absolutely. And that's why they're probably so upset with you, is because, listen, and I can't remember her name, but I was watching someone probably about 2 weeks ago, and she said that God is her husband, and that's how I feel. I feel like whatever um, uh, was there as far as husband, God has replaced that. I've put God in that category, and that's how I look at it. God is my absolute husband, and God let me know that whatever my natural husband, who is now no longer here, thank goodness, whatever he supplied, God said he's going to supply that and even more. And I believe him 100%. And once the fog clears, and once you really get into it and you really know that without God, you are nothing, and you accept that and you know that, everything else is secondary. Everything else, He is always going to work everything out. He always does. So, yes, absolutely. We just got to put our trust in Him. And then I always say we have to be obedient. Hey, Michelle. Hi, how is everybody doing today? I think I got a little cheat or to get you guys what today's topic is, picking up the pieces after the discard. Picking up the pieces after the discard. So for me, when I first got discarded, I first discarded him. We had moved out because he was a raving lunatic. He was just doing the most. He was being very, very violent, very disrespectful. So we moved out, and while we were moved out, he said that I live with people who don't believe in this situation. It's coming soon. Um, is the discard coming soon? What's coming soon? Yeah, and so for the safety and the peace for everyone, for me and the kids, we moved out. And of course, and I didn't know what narcissism was back then. And when we moved out, he did everything. He said everything. He even, and I had asked him for years to please go to counseling, and he had refused. And then when we moved out, he said he agreed that he would go to counseling. We went to counseling. He said and did everything. And I never wanted my marriage to end. I wanted to be in a peaceful home. I wanted to be in a respectful home. I wanted all of the yelling and the violence to stop. And while we were gone, he did and said everything that he had to. And I broke my lease and I moved back home. I think I had gotten. I think we were moved out for like 9 months, and he said and did everything to get us to come back. And literally within 2 weeks of coming back home, um, you guys know the rest. He went back to being his normal, disrespectful, just putting me down, putting my son down, doing things in front of our daughter that was completely unacceptable. So yeah, coming soon. I'm waiting on the official people to help me. Um, let's see what you're saying here. Oh, let me get my glasses so I can read good. Hold on one second, guys. Let's take a look here and see what we got. Hello, he begged you to come back. Beg is not the word. Miss Annie, beg was not the word. He did and said everything. Yeah, yeah, but see, when that happened, I didn't know what I knew that something was wrong, but I didn't know the term and the sickness of narcissists. I didn't know. So I moved back praying and asking God. I said, okay, maybe us moving out showed him that, hey, if you don't get your act together, buddy, you are going to lose your family. And I thought that that moving out had been the trigger that he needed to get him to be a good person. But yeah, that didn't happen. Let's see. Um, Seek a psychologist help. She told me about them. I'm sorry, who is she? I'm not sure. Um, yeah, so I then when we moved back, and then a couple of months later, this I didn't find this out until I found out about the new supply. It's a game, very dysfunctional. Absolutely, it was very dysfunctional. It was just exhausting emotionally. Hi, Michelle. How you doing today? Yep. Um, just a very emotional roller coaster for everybody, for even the dog. It's sad, but this is what they do. And I realize now that it wasn't personal. I asked for help from a psychologist at one point, and I thought I was losing my mind. That's exactly how I felt. That's exactly how I felt. And so when the discard we came back home, I found out later on, once I found out about the new supply, I started going through the phone records because we were on the same phone plan. He was under my plan, so I started doing some investigating, and I saw that they had started communicating probably about 2 months after I moved back in. After we moved back in, I saw that she contacted him first. As far as I know, he told me that they met on a dating site. That's what he told me. And so um, she contacted him first. I could see it in the phone messages, and you could see where she was constantly calling him all the time. And you could tell he was at work and he couldn't answer, and she would call back and back and back. Like she was constantly calling him. And 2 weeks after um, narcissist people want us to meet them where they are. We can't because we heal. Yeah. And so two weeks after they started talking on the phone, he started sending her and he started sending her and another lady a ton of money. He wasn't paying the car payments. He was taking the car payments and he was sending it to these two women. One of them, I don't know. I think they're still together now. But this one of them lived in Georgia. So he started sending her and another lady the car payments, the two car payments. He wasn't paying the car payments. He was sending the money to these two women. And he was sending this one more money than he was sending the other one. And so, I started going through the bank records, and it made sense once I found out about her. It made sense why the car payments weren't being made, and I could see he was zelling her. He started first. He was doing Western Union to her under one name, and then the last name was different, and then in Zelle the last name was the same first name but a different last name. So you were seeing where he was sending the car payments to her. It's just crazy. They are religious using the dating sites. Yeah. Well, he wasn't really religious though. He went to church when we first met. He used to tell me, "Oh, let's go to church," because he knew that that was important to me. But now I know that that was all a part of the trick. It was all a part of the game just to make me, bring my guard down to make me think that he wants to go to church. The difference is he couldn't discard me because I was the breadwinner. Oh, he pushed me until I you left. That's good. I'm so happy. Yes, 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 yes. That is so amazing. That is wonderful. I love when people tell me that they did the discard and that they didn't go back. That is just awesome, awesome. So, you really don't know what or who you're dealing with until you get that discard. That is so true. That's who they show their real true colors. Hey Todd, how's it going? You are so right. Best thing I did. Annie said the best thing you did. Yes, if you don't look back, Rocky said they want to take care. Let me see. They want to take care of everyone who is just like them. However, they want us to take care of them. Exactly. That's exactly true. So so then once I found out about the new supply, I started doing a lot of digging and a lot of searching and found out a lot of information because you know what one of we can be a detective, honey. When things are going, we're like, wait, what's going on? So anyway, fast forward, he uh got the woman to move her and her two kids from Georgia here, and he moved out. And I thought I was losing my mind because I was thinking, this is what I was thinking in my head then. And I was thinking, who gives up their family for a complete stranger that you talk to over a phone off of an internet? So I lost 100 pounds. I always say I lost 250. 150 was him and 100 was me. I lost 100 pounds in 6 months because I was so stressed to the point where I was like, who in their right mind does that? Who gives up everything, their home, their child, their family, everything, their wife, everything for a complete stranger? Who does that? But you know what I have to say? It was the grace of God. But when it first happened, I almost I almost drove over a bridge because I thought I was losing my mind because in my mind I couldn't compute how could someone give up 30 years for a complete stranger. But I now can tell you, and I now can say that it was the best thing that ever happened to me, other than my daughter, that him leaving. But that picking up the pieces after the discard was a lot of emotional. Tell me if you guys agree. It was a lot of emotional, very emotional, very, a lot of messing with my head, just figuring out, okay, where do we go from here? What happens now? What's going to happen to the bills? Because he paid half the bills, I paid half the bills. So now I have to figure out that I have to now pay his half. He was being very, like, someone just said, you see a whole different person. The mask is completely off when they are no longer on your team. They are ugly. Narcissists are completely ugly, especially when they feel that they have the upper hand. And that's when you see the real McCoy. That's when you see completely true colors, 100%. So what is it that you guys are going through? Let's see. Very emotional, but I'm glad you value your life more. Absolutely, absolutely. You know, when thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. You know, when in hindsight, now when I look back, um, he had left, I think like maybe 3 days. It was like 3 days after. And where we live, that in order to get to my job, I have to go over a bridge. And I guess, I don't know the word. They give you this thing that you feel codependent. It's the sickest thing in the world. It doesn't make sense, but you become codependent and you get used to the roller coaster. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. It's just I'm laughing because I can't explain it. It is the craziest thing in the world. How you become accustomed and you become so used to this circus literally you are in a circus with these people. It's like, what in the world? Annie said, then complaining when we stop give. Yep, it's crazy. You're right. He what he was so his violence was like uh how can I say, like he would like pick up things and threaten to hit me with it. He pulled machetes on me in front of my daughter. I think it was, now that I look back, I think the machete thing was him trying to bully. I think, I don't know. But the first time it happened, I was I was so afraid. I was paying for all and still have bills. Oops, let me see what this says. I found a cheat, guys. I was paying for all, still have bills now after 3 years. Yeah, they do leave you. A lot of them do leave you financially. Just don't even I don't even want to talk about that, guys. There was so many bills left when the discard happened. I didn't know, but I took care of the ones that I needed to take care of. I paid the light and the car insurance and those types of things to so that we can get around. I had to get a new car because he gave the car to the new supply. It was just crazy, but a lot of it was emotional, a very emotional, a lot of emotions were all over the place. And I know that it's not an easy thing when you are dealing with these people, because they make you depend on them. Even if you may depend on emotionally, you may depend on them physically because they're there, financially. um, Ma'am, yes, ma'am. How you doing? How is everything? Yes, come on in. We are talking today about picking up the pieces after the discard. Annie said they let you hope they will do better, and it's a big lie. Yep, it is a big lie. A lot of drama. Absolutely, yes. Annie said machete. You too. Yeah, it's yeah, yeah. I don't know if that's the culture thing, but it's not. It's very scary, very very scary. I don't wish that on anyone. Um, and still I stayed. I stayed because I'm in a state with just us. My family is in New York. I had no idea where to go. Um, and I think I did a video a long time ago about not being prideful. I was prideful and afraid to, scary for you and your kids. Yeah, yep. It was. My daughter was there. My son. Thank God. Listen, listen to me, guys. God is an awesome, awesome, and amazing God. I really believe with my heart of hearts that if my son was home on those two occasions when the machete was pulled, me or my son wouldn't be here today. I'm sorry, guys. Um, it was the grace of God that my son wasn't home for either one of those occasions. And the reason why I say that is my son is very protective, and my son would have gotten in the middle. And only God knows how it would have ended. I really honestly don't think that my son or I would be here. if my son was home on both occasions. My daughter was small the first time. I think my daughter was about maybe 5 or 6, and she could tell the police officer. Sorry, no, I didn't call the police the first time. The second time, no, the first time my daughter was about 2 or 3. And then the second time my daughter was about 5 or 6, and she could tell the officer exactly what happened. And he did get arrested for that, because I had told him the first time that if he had ever pulled anything like that ever again, that I would call the police. I didn't sleep for almost a year before. Yep. Let me see. I didn't sleep for almost a year before I could do my exit. Yeah. I was scared nonstop. Yep. That's how I felt, Annie. That's exactly it. It's not a healthy place to be, that you don't know if today is going to be the day. If today is going to be the day, no one deserves to live like that. So yeah, it's ooh, yeah, Michelle. Um, yeah, I wasn't even expecting to go there today. Um, I used to have a reoccurring dream that a man was trying to kill me. Ma'am says, this is ma'am. I could never see the man's face, but the dream stopped when I left my ex-husband. So, ma'am, you know that that was probably God showing you that that was how everything was going to end. And I'm so glad that God got you out of there. However it happened, I'm so glad that you are no longer in that. So I just thank God today, that we're picking up the pieces. We are picking up the pieces. So Annie said, "Yeah, mine do the same thing. He's confuses too." Yeah, yeah. That it's an emotional roller coaster that if you haven't been in it, you can't explain it. You can't explain it at all. And it doesn't make any sense. But you stay. We stay, and it doesn't. Roxy said, "Thank you for being here. We need to get our emotions out so we can move forward." Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Um, I try not to be a crybaby, but um, when you think back, I can't explain how stupid I was. That's how I feel. Um, how much time? Let's see. Um, how much time did he come back? I called the cops and haven't had much help. Big hug. Oh, thank you, Annie. So the second time, when I called the cops, when I called the cops, believe this or not, I didn't know that he was going to get arrested. I told the cops that I wanted him to leave the house, to let him go away from the house for a couple of days. But that's not how it works. So they did arrest him. And then stupid me went to court, and I didn't press charges. I didn't press charges. So I want to let you guys know something. Anything like that, remotely close to anything like that ever happens, don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. You leave them right where they are, because it's their, what's the word? It's their actions that has caused them to be right where they belong, right where they belong, which is in jail. And what I should have did now in hindsight is I should have left his behind right there and I should have pressed charges on his behind. That's what I should have did. Um, I dreamt he broke the door. Yeah. Reaction is everything. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then hindsight, I started this channel so that I can tell you my mistakes that I made so that you guys don't make the same mistakes that I make. And if the police are called and the other person is arrested for whatever it is, don't have sympathy and don't have empathy. Back then, I didn't want, he has a really good job. He has a really good city job. And I didn't want him, this was my reasoning then. I didn't want him, Rock, Roxy, you right, it's strange. But it wasn't stupid. We were trapped. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Well, I do. I feel stupid. I really do feel stupid. But I have to, I have to get over it. And I have gotten over it, but I still feel like I allowed the Frankenstein. I allowed the King Kong. I allowed the monster to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, which is why we are here right now. Do not allow the monster. Do not allow the King Kong. Do not allow the Frankenstein to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And what I mean by that is we, a lot of times, and I can speak for me, I, in my relationship, in my personal relationship with this person, I allowed so many disrespectful things. Yeah, it is really, really emotional. I allowed so many different things, and I believe that I am the reason why this person got worse and worse and worse because I accepted so many things that I should have never accepted. I forgave things that I should have never forgiven. And I'm here today to tell you, if you are in a situation and you have anything remotely close to threatening, to banging, to pulling weapons, anything of that sort, anything that makes you or your children fear for your life, I'm going to tell you what I wish that someone had told me. Get out. Move in silence and get out. Get out now. I don't care what it takes. Go live with a family member. Go live with a friend. Get out. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse. And that's the problem here. You're alive. Yeah, you act as if you could at the moment. Yeah. Um, please, I'm just telling you guys, these people get worse and worse and worse. It is the craziest thing in the world, but they become this in their mind. They feel that they can do whatever they want to us and that we're going to accept it. They feel that they can say and do things that are unacceptable and we're going to continue to forgive them. We're going to continue to push things under the rug. And I'm telling you, do not accept those things. Don't do what I did. Don't not press charges. If they're arrested for something that they shouldn't have done, let them stay where they are. They got themselves into it, and let them figure out how to get themselves out. That's my advice. You give an inch and they take a mile. Ma'am said yes, absolutely. And what happens is the next time, whatever that next event is, guess what? Becomes a little bit worse and worse and worse. And that's the problem with narcissists. You are absolutely correct. You give them an inch and they take a mile. They are ungrateful. So In my mind, I was thinking this person has a really good job. I didn't want him to lose his job because now he's paying half of the bills. What do I have to do? What do I have to figure out how I'm going to pay half. This is what I was thinking then. Now I'm going to tell you, guess what? God will provide, and He always will. Annie says, no, because you wanted to get better. I did want it to get better, to seek and to use, not logic. Yes, run. Yep, my advice to you today. I used to tell people all the time, work on your relationship, try different things, try to make it work. But now my advice is, if there is anything violent, or anything that is like complete disrespect, run. Get out of there, move in silence, and run. That's my advice today. I used to give different advice before, but now that I know what I know, you can't unknow what you know. And my advice is, get out of there. Move in silence. Don't tell them what you have planned. Don't tell them what you're going to do. Just get out of there and move in silence. I know people who directly died because, absolutely, absolutely. Before he left, he was watching the same video of a man sharpening a knife, the same video every weekend. He would sit on the couch and he would watch the same video. And stupid me would go behind him. I would hear the zzz. It was like in the video, the person had a knife. It looked like they were in a garage, and they had that power thing. I don't know. Oh, a power saw. I think it's a power saw. And the person in the video was taking the knife and um, sharpening the knife on the power saw. And I would hear the zzz. So I would walk up behind him and I would say to him, "Why are you watching that?" And he would do one or two things. He would either stop watching it, he would get up, he would go to the garage, and then he would stop, or he would just chuckle under his breath and he would just keep watching it. Your videos really helped me a lot. I just left my husband of 9 years. Oh, Constance, I'm paying him over $1,200 a month. Oh, why did they make you pay him? Because you make more money than him? Well, I'm glad that you are out of that. I'm so glad that you are out of that. And listen, if you can afford the $1,200, it's probably a lot. At least you have your sanity now. At least you have your safety, and hopefully you don't have to deal with him. So I'm glad that you made it out, and I hope that things turn around, that you do not have to pay him that money. So I do hope that it gets better for you. But I'm so glad that you were able to get out of there, Constance. Let's see. Money that we were supposed to get back and tax it. Oh, okay. So is that only for a little while? Is that going to be, or like the whole, for a couple of years? Is that, how does that work? Um, Hi, that's why I took English class videos. Awesome. Todd, yes, get out and never return. Todd said these monsters do not change. They don't, Todd. They don't. And here's the key. They don't want to change. There are people who know, okay, you know what? I'm wrong. I shouldn't do that. Let me change. Let me work on myself. Narcissists don't do that. Narcissists do not take accountability for anything that they do wrong. Everything they do is right, or you're the reason why. I was told that I was the reason why he did the things that he did. I was the reason why. I was the reason why he pulled a machete on me. Now, I'm at work minding my business. You're calling me with nonsense, and I'm the reason why you pulled a machete on me when I got home. Okay. Hi. Yes, get out and never return. Constance says, I found a cheat, you guys. Annie said, Constance, hope you have friends and family. Surround yourself with loyal people. Absolutely. I love it. Great advice. You need Annie, I love you. You always have a plan one, two, three, and four, or a plan A, B, and C. I love it. And I agree with Annie 100%. But listen, here's the key. Move in silence. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you all the things I did wrong so that you guys don't do what I did. So move in silence. Don't tell the narcissist what you have planned. Don't tell the narcissist what you're going to do. Don't tell the narcissist that you're going to file for divorce. Don't tell the narcissist that you're going to move out. Don't tell them anything. Yeah, me too. Never. And he said, never. I will think, let's see, I will think, but me, it's too much hate for a little. Yeah, it's you got to move in silence, guys. You got to move in silence. So Constance says, no, he has me paid all the house bills every month, um, while I had to pay all my personal bills when he worked two jobs. I would send him money since he was the account holder on the accounts. Oh, I'm so sorry, Constance. I say no, he went ballistic. Yeah, they do that. They then come to find out the money I gave him he wasn't using it for the house or bills because we were getting notices. Yep, yep. That's the same thing. Yep, you can leave. Yeah, even if you have to um, stay with a friend, stay with a family member until you get yourself back on your feet. That would be my advice. If that's something that's feasible to be done, my advice would be to do that. Um, if bills are in your name, you cut it all off and run. Annie, I love you. Yes. If they're in your name, cut them off. Annie said if the bills are in your name, cut them off because you have the right to, because they're in your name, and run. Constance said, I left 5 months ago and with my father now until I can save for a new place. Absolutely. Constance, look. That is awesome. You know what? And I'm sure your dad is probably happy to have you with him than to be with the monster. I'm sure your dad is happy to have you. So yes, I completely agree with you. That's the advice. Go stay with someone who you can until you figure things out. That's what we have to do. Yep, living with my father. Constance said she's living with her father. Annie said, good, stay strong. Absolutely, yes. So, what are some things that you guys went through after your discard, or did you discarded them? What are some things that you're going through right now, or that you went through that you were, I shared that I almost drove over a bridge one morning because I was just an emotional wreck, just not being able to compute in my head that who gives up 30 years of everything for a complete stranger. You are not alone. Good. Yes. Constant. I'm so happy that you were with your dad. So that is awesome. And that you're away from that monster. And then just block and delete. If you don't have kids with him, block and delete him off of your phone. And if the kids are bigger, block and delete them off of your phone and let him call the kids if that's what he has is if he wants to do that, let him call the kids. And if he needs to really get a hold of you, he can get a hold of the kids and then the kids can tell you, or he can call your dad and you can talk to him that way. The less that we talk to these people, the less that we interact with these people, the more sane that we are going to become. So we are picking up the pieces after the discard. We are figuring things out after the discard. But you know what? I got to tell you something. I got to tell you guys this. After the discard, Yes, it was emotional. Yes, it was crazy. Yes, it was like, what is going on? Who does that? All of the above. But you know what? God is on the throne and God saved my life. God put this person, this new supply, in his life because God knew that he was probably going to kill me. I don't doubt it at all that he was probably going to kill me and maybe even the kids. So God saved our life, and we are picking up the pieces, and we are moving forward, and we are figuring things out. But guess what? In peace and in happiness. So if we got to, and I know this is not, God would never have this for us, but if we got to stay in a box or whatever that is, God is always on the throne. So remember that, guys, that everything works for his purpose, and he is going to shield us. And this is something that the narcissists don't understand. When If God be for you, who can be against you? And God is about his children. And guess who's his children? We are. And he loves us. Ma'am said my ex-husband went to prison for a different reason. Let's see. Went to prison for a different reason for um, and I'm so happy I took my time and used the money he left behind to move. Yep. He got served divorce papers in prison. Girl. Yes, 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 yes. Look, I'm sending you kisses, honey. Yes, 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 boss. That's a boss move right there. Yes, I love it. Hi, right group. How you doing today? Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness, ma'am. Listen, I'm with you. Okay, I'm shaking your hand right now. Yes, that's how you do it. Listen. And you know what? God removed him so that you could do that. So God knew, and God put it the way everything works out. Everything always works out. Absolutely 100%. So we are going to figure it out. We're going to pick up these pieces. We're going to move forward. We are not looking back. We are not looking in the rearview mirror. And there are no rooms in the end, no vacancies here for these narcissists at all. We are not entertaining them. We are not, that's what we are not going to do. Hold on one second, guys. We are not doing that. And no, this is, Todd said, yes, the narcs always receive, hold on. Let me see, I found a little cheat here. Yes, the narcs always receive their karma sooner than later. Yes, Todd, you know it, you know it, you know it, you know it. And you know what? I did a video on this, and I really believe this in my heart of hearts. Todd, you know what I think? This is what I think as far as karma. Todd, every day that they wake up and they're not with us, guess what? They're living in their karma. They are living in their karma every day because you can't be replaced. I can't be replaced. None of us can be replaced. You know why? Because we were forgiving, we were loving, we were kind, we did things out of the box, and we accepted things out of the box that the new people, the new supply, they're never going to accept that. They're never going to go for that. This generation right here, they are not putting up with the things that we would put up with before. They're not doing that. And we are not any longer. In 2022 and on, we're not putting up with that anymore. That is what we are not doing. Maybe we did in the past. Maybe now we learned. Now we're moving forward, and we are not. We are not putting up with that. And these new people, these new supplies, they're not putting up with that. So whatever your narc, the narc that was with us, whatever they did with us, guess what? If they try it with the new people, guess what they're going to find out? Guess what they're going to find out? What they should have got from us. what they should have got from us, then that's what it is. So they're living in their karma right now because they know they got to thread lightly. They know that they got to watch their P's and Q's. They know that these people are not going to put up with their nonsense. And so now they got to be a little bit better on their best behavior. And if they're not on their best behavior and they're not doing better and they're not, and we know that they don't because we know they get worse, they don't change, they get worse, then whatever happens to them, guess what? That's their karma. That's the inevitable. That's what they get. And whatever they didn't get from us, they're going to get it. They are going to get it because every day, and I really believe this, every day that they wake up and they're not with us, the super empathic people that we are, they're living in their karma. They're living in their karma, and I really, really, really believe that. So that's what I think. Um, let's see. They die alone. Yes, Annie said they die alone. Yep, they do. They do. A lot of them do. They get old. A lot of them get sick, and they have no one to be there for them. They have no one to help them. They have no one to take care of them. They suffer alone. A slow sickness, death alone by themselves because they're so miserable, they're so unhappy, they're so disrespectful, they're ungrateful. So yeah, they who wants to be around that all the time? Who wants to be around someone that every time they open their mouth, they're complaining? Every time they open their mouth, they're talking negative about someone else. It's like, you know what? When you get to a certain age, come on, stop. It's like having a 3-year-old that just whines and complains every single day. It's like enough is enough. Please stop with the whining. Please stop with the complaining. How old are you? Todd said 100% right. Annie said they get worse and they get old. Yep, they get old. As they get older, they do get worse. That's the sad part. They 100% do. And we are living our best lives. We are shining. We are glowing. We are bossing up. We are doing things that we're getting out of our box. We're trying new things. We are living a good life. We're happy. And most of all, I keep saying this and I will say this over and over. Listen, you can't put a price on peace. Listen to the background. You hear that? That is peace right there. Peace, peace, peace. You cannot put a price on peace. You can replace a car, you can replace a husband, you can replace a wife, you can replace a lot of things, but you cannot replace peace. If you don't have peace in your home, if you don't have peace in your being, if you don't have peace mentally, if you listen, you are a wreck. I was a wreck. Okay? But this is what they do. When they leave you, when they discard you, even before they discard you, they're lining everything up. They want you to be frazzled. They want you to be upset. They want you to be angry about everything. They listen. They want for you to be coming unglued. That's what they want. And guess who's coming unglued now? They are, because they made the decision. They decided that they wanted to go off and do whatever they want to do, or they weren't doing the right thing and we left. Either way, and now they're living in their karma. Okay? So that's what they get. That's what they asked for, and now that's what they get. Um, Todd said, Amen. Yes. Um, Yeah, they are weird. They're very weird. Weirdos is the right word. Um, Annie said, peace of mind. They won't get peace. They don't know what it is. Um, they don't want peace. You know why? Because narcissists love drama. They love to be in that toxic environment. That's where they get their thrills. That's where they get their okay, we are listen, we got our peace right now. If they're no longer with us, we got our peace. We have our peace because they're no longer with us. They are no longer here. So that's the peace. That's the peace right there. Because you can't put a price on that. But yeah, we definitely are not doing that. We are not spinning. We're not going to allow them to spin the block. We're not going to allow them to come back. And he said, "You are right. Always want to provoke, no peace." Yeah, who wants to be always be around someone that every time their mouth opens, it's negative? Every time they say something, it's putting someone down. Every time they open their mouth, it's something is not right. After a point, I got to tell you, that's exhausting. It's draining. You know why? Because when I go outside and I look at the skies and I listen to the birds, I'll do my little walk. Guess what? I am the happiest person in the world. It don't take much to make me happy. It doesn't take much at all. All I want is when I come home that the house is peaceful, it's clean, it's quiet. I got my music playing and we got food to eat. That everything else is secondary. What else do we need? That's fine with me. And if we go out once in a while, that's fine too. If we don't go out, or we go in the backyard and eat dinner, that's fine too. It don't matter. As long as there's peace, that's all that matters. So yes, absolutely, absolutely. So you guys are you guys picking up the pieces? Are you guys looking at the glass half full or full now that the narcissist is no longer there? Are you guys moving towards a better mindset, a better space, moving forward? Are you guys in a where are you now? Where are you today mentally? Where are you guys today as far as how you're feeling after the discard? Are you feeling good? Are you still in that emotional stage? So tell me what's going on. How are you guys feeling as far as that? Annie says she doesn't know yet. Okay, listen. I want you to do something, Annie. I want you to look at me and I want you to do what I'm doing. See this? Smile. You know why? Because when you smile, that is an energy. It's an energy. Annie, I want you to listen to me. That person did a lot of things. That person tried to tear you down. That person tried everything because they're not adequate. They're inadequate. And they wanted to put that off on you. And I want you to know that you are enough. You are beautiful. You are a great mom. And that whatever it is that you want to accomplish, whatever it is that you want, all you got to do is go to God and everything else is going to work out. Yeah, I still can do that. Yeah, absolutely. Just get up every day and smile and say, "Thank you, God." You are in a better space because you don't have this person anymore to bring you down, to pull machetes on you, to break down doors, to do any of the things that they were going to do or did do to you, or trying to destroy the kids by showing the kids all of this. You're in a better space. So live in that you are in a better space. You are in a better space, and today is a new day, and we are going to press forward. We're going to figure it out. We're going to just take one day at a time. Annie, put your music on, sing and dance. Get the kids, sing and dance. Turn the music up, whatever, but it has to be happy music. Let it be joyful, happy music. Just turn it on and enjoy it. Even if you do it for an hour, 30 minutes, just enjoy your life. Just be happy. That's it. Michelle said, run anything toxic and unhealthy. Michelle, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Michelle, what are we not doing in 2022 and beyond? What are we not doing? We are not putting up with anything toxic. We are not putting up with anything narcissistic. We are not doing that. Are we doing that in 2022? No, we are not. No, we are not. We are moving forward. We are praying for the gift and the power of discernment that we can see these people a mile away. We can smell their venom and their disgustingness. We can smell it and we can taste it a mile away. The moment that they come to us, the moment that they surround us, the moment that they even speak, that God will say, run. God will say, run, 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 run. And that's what we're living with. We're living with that intuition that God is within us and that he is going to give us that the moment that these people come around, that we are blocking and we're deleting them and we are running. We are running away from them. We're not putting up with that. We are not doing that. Moving forward, we're not. So we are picking up the pieces. We are building, we're growing. We're going to laugh, we're going to enjoy ourselves. Just little things. Go get some sushi by yourself. If you don't like sushi, go get whatever. Ice cream. I always say ice cream is easy and it's cheap. If ice cream is your thing, go get your ice cream. If whatever it is, if you want to go have a burger, go have a burger. Enjoy it and just enjoy it and live and know that you don't have someone in your ear saying, wait, screaming. I used to get this all the time. Everywhere I went. If I went to the supermarket, I get a call. And as soon as I get the call, where you at? Screaming, screaming. Now you know where I'm at, but you're screaming where I'm at. I don't have it. I don't have that anymore. So I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy like a lamb. So yes, things are much better. We are picking up the pieces. We are moving forward. Michelle said, I put the narc X on a bus and he thought he was coming back. I changed the locks and he hasn't looked back. Michelle, I love it. That is so awesome. I love it. Pack him up and he gotta go. You gotta go, bro. You got to go. Goodbye. You gotta go. Yes, that's a boss move right there. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on, guys. I think my daughter's coming. Hello, I'm on live. You okay? Hi. Okay, baby. I'm gonna wrap up. Okay, love you. Bye. I gotta wrap up. My daughter's leaving school. So yeah. So listen, we are moving forward. We are living in a better space. We are happier. We are just, Annie, are you smiling right now? Tell me if you're smiling. I want to know if you're smiling because you're in a better space. You're in a better space. You don't have this monster. So you should be smiling 100%. Um, let's see. Yep. So definitely. So guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for stopping by, taking time out of your busy schedule. I appreciate you so much. I love you guys. Remember that you are a part of the kingdom. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so every time we go live, you know. And Annie said he still gets me with our kids. Yeah, that's what they do. And they're grown up. Oh boy. Listen, just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. And trust God. Keep praying. Don't give up. Don't give up. I'm going to tell you again, don't give up. Keep trusting God. Believe in God that God is going to work everything out. And he can try all he wants, but they're grown up. They see clearly. Oh, nice to call you mama. I do see you smile. Yeah, you have to smile. You have to smile and know that you're in a better space. And he, even though you guys are not together, if you keep allowing him to get you to that emotional space, he still has power. And we're not giving them any more power. So we've got to learn how to not allow them to affect us. So I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But we gotta get into that mindset that what they think and what they say doesn't matter because we know that it's wrong. We know that it's not correct. So what they're thinking, it really doesn't matter. I don't care what this person thinks about me. I no longer care what lies they spread. I don't care. You know why? Because I know who I am and I know whose I am. So as long as I know that, it doesn't matter what they say. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they tell anybody. They can tell people whatever they want. This person tells everyone that I cheated with a bunch of men. It used to bother me. But guess what? It doesn't bother me anymore because I know what I did and I know what I didn't do. And I don't care what this person tells anyone. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I know the truth and God knows the truth. So that's it for me. I don't care. So he can call me and say whatever, call me things and say whatever he wants to other people. If they want to believe him, be my guest. I don't care. I know that they can't say anything about me because they don't know me personally in that way. So it doesn't matter. So we that's the attitude that we have to have. Annie said yes. Breathe and smile. Absolutely. Um, um, very nice. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I don't know if that I'm going to be able to get on live tomorrow. I'll see. If not, I'll definitely. Today is what, Wednesday? You know what? Maybe I will be able to do one tomorrow. I'll have to come up with a topic. Or maybe I'll do a Q&A tomorrow. You guys want to do a Q&A tomorrow? What do you guys want to do? Tell me. I think I might be able to do a Q&A tomorrow. Yeah, I'm maybe you guys, do you guys want to do a Q&A tomorrow? A question and answer, whatever questions, whatever questions you want to throw out. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you, Annie. Michelle said he went in. Where did he go? Oh, sorry. So yeah, so maybe we might do a Q&A tomorrow. I think that might be good. Just where you guys can ask questions and maybe someone else might have the same question. Maybe we'll have an open discussion tomorrow. I think I might be able to do another live tomorrow, probably around the same time, like 3:30ish. So guys, I love you. I'm gonna go get my daughter from the bus. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, we can. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be on probably anywhere between 3 and 3:30ish. I'll come on and then we'll definitely we'll do a Q&A tomorrow so we can have some open discussion. So guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Remember, you are a part of the kingdom and God loves you more than anything in this world. And if you want to connect for a one-on-one coaching session, I'm going to put my email in the description area. I would love to connect with you. And I will see you guys if you want to stop by tomorrow. We'll definitely do another live tomorrow. We'll do a Q&A tomorrow. So love you. I hope everyone is having a blessed day. Remember to smile, 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 especially if we are no longer with these people. We are going to smile and be happy because God has removed these people out of our lives. So we have so much to be grateful for. So love you and have a blessed day. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a Q&A. Talk to you soon. Love you guys. Bye, Kingdom.